Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
I welcome all of you in this RMP introductory session, starting with a prayer. Rabbi Zidni ilma. This is going to be the schedule of the full course, inshallah. It will be Fridays and Saturdays, 6 classes, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. KSA time, total 6 lectures, inshallah. The fee structure is like this. Individual fee, if you pay in Pakistani bank account, it will be 400 Riyal per person. If you pay in Saudi account, it will be 600 Riyal per person, including VAT. So in case you need to reimburse from your company, that is possible if you pay from in the Saudi bank. In case you register as a groups of 4 or above members, it will be 250 Riyals per person if you pay in Pakistani bank account and 375 Riyals per person if you pay in Saudi bank account. For Keralites Engineers Forums, there is a special pricing we will discuss separately. So if you are from KEF, you can discuss with me personally on WhatsApp. In case you want to register for the full course later on, you can contact me on this number. Starting with my introduction, my name is Abu Bakr Ehsan Said, bachelor's in computer science, master's in information technology. I have done PMP certification. All of you know what is PMP, project management professional. RMP certification, which is risk management professional, for which we are here today to know about the basics of that. Then Agile certified practitioner, that is also from PMI. Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt certified. This is related to quality management. I have more than 24 years of working experience. Currently, I'm working as a consultant with Deloitte Saudi Arabia. And in addition, I conduct trainings also. So in last almost 14 years, I have conducted more than 200 PMP workshops with more than 13,000 engineers and managers, just like you. Some of my sessions I conduct online and offline. This is stats of PMI that at the moment, not at the moment, this is up till December 2023. So you can say up till last year, the numbers were that PMI had total 700,000 plus members, right? So when we say 7,000, 100,000 plus members, so members does not mean necessarily certified. Anyone can take membership of PMI, even if he is not a certification holder. Or even someone is a certification holder, but he may not be a member. So there are total almost zero point 0.7 million members, and there are 222 countries and 303 chapters, and 4 chapters are in progress. So this is current structure of PMI memberships and chapters and certification holders. There are recently new certifications introduced which are related to Agile and CAPM. CAPM, if you know, if you do not qualify for the PMP, then you can apply for CAPM, Certified Associate in Project Management. So roughly 68,000 members, 68,000 certified associate project management. ACP 59,000. CP is a very recent certification introduced. Only 103 members, 103 certified people. And for RMP, this is important for you to notice here, these two numbers. Because today our focus is on RMP. So you can notice these two numbers that there are roughly 1.5 million PMP certified people. And you know PMP is very popular and very important certification. 1.5 million PMPs and 16,000 only RMPs. But that does not mean that RMP is maybe too much difficult as compared to PMP. No, it's much easier than PMP. So you can see roughly 1 is to 1000 ratio. 1000 PMPs and maybe 1000 PMPs, only one maybe RMP. So very valuable certification, easier than PMP. Then there is another certification, SP, Scheduling Professional. I am not certified, I am not a trainer, but if you get a chance, if you are from planning or scheduling, I suggest go for it. That is also one very nice certification, SP. Then for IT people, PBA, business analyst or business analysis, that is also a good certification, roughly 7,000 certified people. And senior managers, PGMP and PFMP, 5,000 and 1,000. Program management and portfolio management. So this is currently, not currently, up till last December. So you can say lately this was the situation, 1.5 million PMPs and only 16,000 RMPs. Any question or confusion on this slide before I go forward? Or any comment from anyone? Okay, now this slide is telling you the prerequisites of RMP. So straightforward, you can become RMP if you have minimum 2 years of experience within last 5 years. Now these 2 years should be related to risk management. If you remember, PMP was minimum 3 years of project management related experience. Now within project management, you have risk management also. Once again, as you have attended my courses on PMP also, it depends upon how you present it. So within your projects, same projects that you mentioned for PMP, same projects you can highlight more or zoom in more on the areas of risk management. Right? So within latest 5 years, you need to mention minimum 2 years related to risk management, and it could be one single project, it could be more than one project, it could be multiple companies, same company, multiple countries, same country. But it has to be within last 5 years only. That means if you mention some experience, let's say you are applying for RMP in January 2025, within January 2019 and 2025, or maybe, yeah, 2019 to 2025, oh, sorry, January 2000, 2020, my mistake, January 20 up till January 2025. Within these 5 years only, you can mention 24 months of your choice. If you have 4 years degree, 16 years education. But in case you are a diploma holder, in that case, your experience requirement will become 3 years instead of 2 years. Any question or confusion on this first point, please? Second requirement is training requirement. So just like PMP, you had a requirement of 35 PDUs to apply for the exam. Of PMP, here you have 30 PDUs requirement of risk management training if you have 4 years degree, but in case you have less than 4 years uh, f- degree, then you need 40 PDUs of risk management. This is risk management, right? So any question on these first 2 points from anyone? Okay, I hope clear for everyone. Now third step is the exam. So exam is 150 minutes and 115 questions only. And MCQs or matching definitions, drag and drop. So this is the structure of the exam. Now some people ask that is PMP must to do RMP? Answer is no. There is no requirement from PMI that you must be PMP certified in order to give the RMP exam. There is no such requirement. Is PMP training must for the RMP exam? I suggest yes, because PMP covers all the areas of project management and RMP covers only risk management. So this knowledge is on top of PMP knowledge. So I suggest if you have already attended PMP training, then maybe it will be easier for you to do RMP or attend RMP training, because there is so much knowledge that will be discussed, which we have already covered in details in PMP. Right? Any question from anyone on this slide, please, before I go to the next slide?
So this one, sir, what is your advice for after passing the PMP exam? Then we can attend this one RMP training, or even the parallel we can attend this one.
As I said, for exam, PMP certification is not required, but at least the concepts that we have discussed in PMP, that training, if you have attended, it will become easier for you. So I suggest first attend PMP training and then attend RMP training. Exam wise, in future, if you want, you directly give RMP exam or you give PMP plus RMP with a gap of 1 month each. So it's up to you, right? As you are from KEF, so your training will finish almost, we will have covered the concepts which are required in RMP. So by the time we start RMP, if you like, you can join this training. So that will be easy for you to understand the concepts, because in parallel you are attending PMP as well.
Noted, sir.
But this is a good opportunity. The reason behind that is I'm inshallah conducting this course from 15th of November, and I am conducting after 3 years. So that's why it is kind of an opportunity for all of you, inshallah, because in future, near future at least, I will not conduct it again because of frequency and the registration count. In PMP, alhamdulillah, the registration count is good enough that I am also interested in conducting that again and again on quarterly basis almost. But RMP, as very few people they do it, so I'm doing it after 3 years, right? So do not expect that just after a couple of months I will be doing it again. So this is a good chance for everyone, inshallah. Any other question or confusion from anyone on this slide, please?
Abu Bakr bhai, you didn't confirm that how many sessions will be for the RMP certification? Five. You said 35 PDs are required, right?
Yeah,
To do the certificate.
30,
35 PDs will be
30,
covered.
30,
30.
30.
30 mean you will conduct 7 sessions of RMP,
No,
or
no,
how
no,
many sessions?
no, no. See, sessions will be six, same, right?
Six.
Certificate,
Okay.
I will give you 40 PDUs.
40 PDs. Okay.
Right? So it's not
Copy.
necessary. The count of hours is roughly, that is an approximate, that roughly 1 hour is equal to one PDU. But
Yes.
sometimes some trainers, they do a training of 8 hours and they give a PDU of three PDU certificate, or it could be other way around also. So it's not necessary. Some people, they do RMP training in 22 hours also, right? So it
Okay.
all
So this
depends
is the
upon the presentation or the script of the trainer, that how much time he feels I need to cover the topics.
okay. So this timing is a KSA time. Okay. You
KSA
mentioned.
time,
Okay.
inshallah. Yeah,
Sorry for the repeating this. I'm driving right now. That's why. Sorry. Yeah.
no
Please
problem.
continue.
Okay, any other question from anyone?
So one question, is there anything common as far as the questions are concerned, the exams are concerned?
Common, yes, there is so much overlapping, right? Or maybe
So
you
do,
can say 60, 70, 80% of the concepts are common. So whatever you learn in PMP that supports RMP, whatever you will learn in RMP will support PMP.
so this doing this parallel will have a symbiotic effect.
Yeah, it will help each other. So there is no
Okay.
harm in doing it together. Right?
Okay.
Any other question, confusion from anyone on this slide about the requirements?
Yeah, the requirement. I have done the PMP in 2020 during Corona after years course, and Alhamdulillah, I'm certified PM Book 6. So 7 is a totally different with agile methodology. So risk management is covered in the PM Book 7, which will help. I need to repeat the risk management part of the PM Book 7 to do the RMP?
There are some corrections required here in this statement. Agile is already there in PMBOK 6 also. Number
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Number two, in PMBOK, it's not like this that exam is coming only purely on the basis of PMBOK 7. Exam is still coming from both PMBOK 6 and 7. And
Okay.
one clarification. Now this PMBOK structure or concept has changed. Before, the situation was like this, that PMBOK 3 is released, PMBOK 2 is obsolete. PMBOK 4 is released, PMBOK 3 is obsolete. So every new PMBOK was overriding the previous PMBOK. And on the website of PMI, they used to refer that now the exam is coming from PMBOK 3 or PMBOK 4 or 5 or 6. Now, if you see, they do not write anywhere on their website that exam is coming from PMBOK 7. Right?
Yeah, clear. Clear.
So you can safely assume that yes, exam is mainly coming from PMBOK 6 and some minor refinements, additional concepts are there in PMBOK 7 also. Both are covered in the reference books. So even if you do not read PMBOK 6 or PMBOK 7, you just read the reference book, that is enough. Any other confusion on this slide, please?
So to appear for this RMP exam or PMP exam, other than what you're teaching and doing you told that you will be giving 2000 questions. Other than that, we need
PMP related
to.
questions you can ask me in the other session, right?
No. I'm asking in general.
Yeah.
Like the tutorials you take, you give it to us. Is it enough, or we need to read some other books to appear for the
Uh,
exam?
you're asking for RMP or PMP?
Both. Okay. In common, I'm asking.
You
What
shall
you
read the
cover,
book also, both.
we need to read the book also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reference book,
Okay,
right? Okay.
okay, sir.
Any other question, confusion? Okay. Yes, Azam, you have a question?
Yes, sir. References book PM Bok and sixth edition. What other books you can recommend for us to prepare for the RMP examination?
For RMP, that I will share with you, inshallah. In the
Okay.
course, I will share with you. There are good books available. There is a book from Abdullah Koiti also. There is a book from Rita also. So there are few books available. And as I said, the RMP is relatively easier than PMP. So that will not be a very tough task for you to cover the course or contents or preparation for RMP. Generally, people take 3 months to prepare for PMP and maybe 1 month for RMP. And it's a very common pattern that people who do PMP and RMP to both, generally the difference between their certifications is only maybe 1 month or 2 months because their knowledge is fresh. So within few weeks or month they give the other certification also because as I said, RMP is just an on top of PMP. So the concepts you cover in PMP will be tested again in RMP as well. Okay, this is
Sir,
the split. Yes, Azam or Saji, you have
and
a question?
yes, sir. And which one we have to go first? Which is the easier way, like doing RMP exam first or PMP exam?
Your choice. PMP is
Any
more
adva
important. PMP is more important, right? I suggest do minimum PMP, and if you additionally do RMP, it's wonderful.
if somebody is interested in both,
As I said, do both.
no, which one to go first? Because preparing for RMB, will it add
Maybe
advantage
you are
to?
not paying attention to me. I'm saying minimum PMP, additionally preferred RMP as well. So that means first
Okay.
PMP, then
Oh,
RMP. Training wise, it's up to you. Whatever training you are getting, avail it. Exam wise, first PMP, then RMP,
okay.
right?
I was asking about the exam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first PMP, then RMP. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. So in the exam, there are 5 domains on in RMP which will come in the exam, and there is a question percentage given already, that risk strategy and planning 22% of the questions, risk identification 23%, risk analysis 23%, risk response 13%, monitor and control risk 19%. So this is the split of the questions of RMP exam. The cost of the exam for the members, it is $520, and for the non-members it is $670. Membership cost is $139. So if you are planning to give the exam of PMP also, RMP also, so very good chance for you that you take one membership, first give the exam of PMP, avail that discount for the members within the same membership, give RMP exam also to take that discount. If you want to retake that exam, $335 and $435. Third attempt also $335, $435. Within one application, you can give 3 times in 1 year, and the result is given to you immediately on the spot. Any question, confusion on this slide, please? Okay, some interesting cartoons on risk management.
Excuse me, sir.
Let me
ये
finish this
फोर
slide, then you can ask
थ्री थर्टी
question.
फाइव 435 जो है ये डिस्काउंट के साथ है.
Uh, Try to ask your question when I am on that slide. Otherwise, just wait for me to finish. Then you can ask question. What is that discount you are asking? आप किस डिस्काउंट की बात कर रहे हैं?
ये एग्जाम का जो डिस्काउंट आप बता रहे हैं पीएमपी का और आरएमपी का 355 और 435.
पीएमपी का नहीं बता रहा मैं, सिर्फ आरएमपी का बता रहा हूँ इस वक्त।
जी तो आरएमपी के इस एग्जाम के लिए इससे मतलब ये डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस है या इसके
ये फिक्स्ड है,
डिस्काउंट इससे अलग है?
मैंने मुझे नहीं देने
जैसे
आपने।
हाँ वो तो ऑनलाइन जाएगा और मैं
हाँ,
समझ गया डॉलर्स. ओके थैंक यू.
वेलकम। Okay, first cartoon, risk perception, right? That you identify a risk, that there is a risk, then you analyze this risk, and then you do something. But doing anything on the name of risk management, that is not enough. She's asking, why do you have only 40% of an umbrella? So the risk is rain. He says chances of rain is only 40%. So another interesting style of risk management people do. Another very interesting cartoon. I liked it. I think practice on your own kid, right? So that is also a factor in the risk management. Okay, some benefits of risk management professional certification. That why or what are the benefits why we shall do RMP? So some of the benefits I have listed here. Enhanced risk management skills. Of course, if you are managing the project, if you are managing the risk, If you are certified, it brings confidence in you. PMP RMP PMI RMP certification focuses especially on risk management, providing in-depth knowledge and best practices of identifying, analyzing, and responding to project risks. This specialization, remember, this is specialization. Just like you become a doctor, you do MBBS. After that, you do specialization in ENT or eyes or something like that. So you are specializing within the existing subjects that you have already studied. So similarly, risk management you have studied already in PMP, but here you will do specialization in that. You will discuss more practically as well. So this specialization equips professionals to handle complex project environments more effectively. Career advancement opportunities. Having the PMI-RMP credential can make a candidate stand out. So just imagine, even PMP itself, it's not with everyone. So when you apply for some job, if you have PMP and others are not having PMP, of course you will be preferred. And just imagine, there are 1.5 million PMPs and only 16,000 RMPs. So just imagine if there are 1,000 applications received, out of that maybe 50 persons are PMP certified and only one or two are RMP certified, PMP certified also and RMP certified also, right? So this is one very big benefit or advantage. Remember, I want to clarify one thing. Knowledge wise, maybe RMP will not add a lot in your knowledge. Honestly. PMP for sure, definitely adds a lot of knowledge. But compared to PMP, RMP will not add so much knowledge. Maybe you already know enough about risk management. Here, maybe we will repeat it more and more and more just to make sure you know everything about risk management. But this is where it helps you, that it helps you in becoming prominent, especially when you're applying for the jobs. Increased earning potential. Certified professionals often command higher salaries compared to their non-certified peers. This is also one very big benefit, attractive benefit. Recognition and credibility. The PMI brand is globally recognized and respected. Achieving the PMI RMP certification can enhance a professional the credibility among peers, employers. Improved project success rates. Just imagine you start delivering the project in a better way. PMP also helps you for sure. RMP helps you little more on top of, remember, on top of PMP knowledge. So when you are delivering your projects in a better way, for sure, it will help you in advancing in your career. Networking opportunities. Becoming a PMI RMP certified professional opens doors to a vast network of other project management professionals and risk management professionals. Engaging with this community can provide valuable insight, support, and opportunities for collaboration. So networking is also very helpful or valuable thing. Confidence in decision making. Gaining a formal understanding of risk management process increases confidence in making decisions. This confidence can positively impact project teams and stakeholder relationships. So just imagine you are sending an email, right? Right? Just comparison. And at the end, I'm writing best regards, Abu Bakr. So here, whatever I have written, the reader will read it in a certain way. But comparatively, if I have sent an email with my opinion, and here I have written best regards, Abu Bakr, PMP, RMP, this and this in my signatures. So automatically the reader in his back of mind, he starts trusting it. He knows the weightage of the certifications. That okay, if this person is saying something, it means something. Right? So this is also one interesting, valuable benefit. Any question or comment from anyone on this slide before I move forward? Okay, so certification wise, I have explained, and remember, just like PMP, RMP also has 3 years validity. You have to collect PDUs in order to renew it. And yes, it looks like a burden, but indirectly, it is an imposed activity on you, which helps you in learning. And more you learn, indirectly, it adds your earning. This is what at the end of the day everyone is interested in, right? So certification part is finished. Now I will cover some of the concepts related things, and then at the end I will show you some sample questions, and that will be for today. So it will be not be a very lengthy session. Maybe we will finish in less than 2 hours. So maybe this is 7:33 right now. So maybe maximum by 8:45 or 9 p.m. inshallah we will finish. So first of all, what is a risk? So can anyone tell me the definition of risk?
Sir, risk is an uncertain event which can hit the objectives, like in terms of time, cost, schedule.
Right. And if I ask you what is the difference between the risk and issue?
Sir, a risk is always happens in future and issue is pertaining to the past.
Right. Issue is something that has happened already. A risk is that something that may or may not happen in future. So any event that may or may not happen, and if it happens, there is an impact on the project. This is the definition of the risk. And are risks always negative or bad? What do you think?
No, sir, risk can be opportunities also. If any risk that is going to give benefit, that is opportunity.
Right. So risk can be good also. Risk can be bad also. Can you give me any example of a bad risk? Very easy question. Anyone can answer.
Is something added in the project that can delay the schedule, that can
Example.
impact.
Give me example. Not the concept. Give me example of a bad risk. For example, prices of steel may increase. And if it increases, it will increase the overall cost of the project. So this is an example of a bad risk. And bad risks are also called as what? Very famous term?
Threat.
Threats.
Threat.
And can you give me an example of a good risk?
Prices coming down.
Prices may come down, prices of steel may reduce, or team can finish the work 2 weeks before time, right? So before time or prices decrease, these can be positive risks. And positive risks are called as what?
Opportunities.
Opportunities.
If productivity increases, is it a positive
We are
risk?
not discussing reasons. We are discussing results. Yes,
Okay.
it could be a
Okay.
reason of productivity increase. It could be that by chance the work is easier,
Okay.
right? That when you are doing excavation, for example, maybe you were thinking in the beginning that the soil will be very hard, but when you go there, it is easier than what you anticipated. So reasons could be different, right? Here we are saying the end result. End result is yes, you save time somehow. You finish the work before time somehow, right? Okay. So this is the concept of positive risks and negative risk. Then there are two terms, risk averse and risk seekers, and that will come in PMP exam also. What is meant by risk averse? Risk averse means opposing. A risk averse person or organization is not comfortable with digesting risk, so they prefer to take safer approaches. They do not want to take risks. Second type is risk seeker or risk taker. Seeker means loving. A risk seeking or risk taking person or organization likes to seek risk. If they see any opportunities, they enjoy and find it challenging to deal with the risk, even if they have to suffer losses at the end. But they take more risks. Maybe some of these fail, some of these are successful, but maybe two successes are more valuable than the 10 losses. So they take more risks with more rewards expectation. So this is the concept of risk averse and risk seekers. Then risk appetite and risk threshold. When we say appetite, appetite means hunger, right? How hungry you are for the risks. So risk appetite refers to the amount and type of risk that an organization or individual is willing to take. It reflects the overall attitude towards the risk. Example, a tech startup may have a high risk appetite because it seeks rapid growth and innovation. It might invest heavily in unproven technologies, accepting the possibility of failure in exchange for potential high rewards. The risk threshold, risk tolerance is the specific level of risk that an organization or, uh, this is threshold, can bear, right? Or they will bear before changing the strategy. So continuing with the technical startup example, the company might have a risk tolerance of 20% of its investment in a new product before it decides to abandon the project. This means they can accept certain level of losses, but beyond that, they would re-evaluate their strategy. So this is the difference between risk appetite and risk thresholds. Risk management is basically answering these 6 questions, right? I will show you one by one. So all overall risk management is basically answering 6 questions. Number one, what we are trying to do, right? Means what is the scope or objective, what we want to achieve. What might happen and that may help or hinder me as a project manager. Might help me means opportunities. Hinder me means the threats, problems. So what we are trying to do, first question, what can happen which may help me or create problem for me? Question number two. Question number three, assess those risks. So that means here we are identifying the risks. We are making the risk register here. After making that risk register, assess the risk, prioritize the ranking, how likely it is going to happen, and if it happens, how badly it will affect us. So this is question number three. Question number one, two, three. Question number four, what should we do about it? Means plan risk responses. Number five, did it work? That means during execution, we have to continuously keep checking that did it work or not. If not, replan. And what changed since we looked or assessed last? So these 6 questions basically we address under risk management. Do not map it on one-to-one basis on the risk management processes, right? So let's discuss more in detail. Question number one, what we are trying to do means scope, objective, what we want to achieve. So where do we get it from? The project charter, project scope statement, WBS dictionary, activities list. So these things basically tell you that what we are trying to do. Question number 2. What might happen that may help or hinder me means identify the risk. So how do we identify the risk? By the checklist, assumption validation, document reviews, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, brainstorming, expert judgment. Then we produce risk register as a answer of question number 2. So risk register, there can be many templates. So number, risk, category, potential responses might be filled later on. Who is the risk owner? Probability, impact, severity, current status. So there could be many columns added to the risk register. Next question, risk assessment, prioritize ranking, how likely it is going to happen, or if it happens, how badly it may affect. So what we are doing here, we are consulting the risk management plan, probability scales, probability impact matrix. We are doing Monte Carlo, we are doing decision trees, we are doing tornado diagrams. So all these things, either we have discussed in PMP or we will discuss in detail again in RMP course as well. So just like this, let's say there is a risk, staff might not be skilled, so probability is 6, impact is 5, so overall severity is 30. So what we do, we just multiply R is equal to P into I. 6 into 5, 30, 5 into 8, 40, 5 into 5, 25. We will, just to tell you when we will actually go in RMP workshop, in PMP, we are not doing it, but in RMP, we will do it. We will make it in the Excel sheet. So we will actually make a risk register, that how it is made, how it is filled, and how these probability impact matrix is plugged in the Excel sheet. So we will practically do it, inshallah, in the RMP workshop. Next question, what should we do about it? So there are two types of risk, negative risk and positive risk. So for negative risk, we say we can escalate it. Escalate means inform upper management about the existence of the risk and alert them. If it happens, the team will not be able to handle it due to not enough expertise or power or resources. Next is avoid. Bypass the source or reason of that risk, means make the risk zero. Do something that this risk is no more there on the project. This is called as avoiding a risk. Right? Are you guys here with me or sleeping or what? Right?
No, sir, we are
No, no,
listening.
Okay, okay.
Sir, we are
Okay,
hearing
actually
you.
there is no hoo-ha for a long time, so I was afraid that maybe I'm disconnected or what.
All are very serious. So this
Uh,
one, sir, avoid bypass. So this is the type of awards risk.
sorry, ask your question again.
This one, the second point, avoid bypass the source or region of the risk.
Right.
This one is, it will come the first category. You inform two types of risk are there. One person they are not comfortable to take the risk.
Uh, that was on a high level.
Mhm.
That was an attitude of the organization itself. Considering the organization attitude, we do more thorough risk management or less thorough risk management, right? So that is at upper level. That will not relate it here directly because there could be hundreds of risks. So for some of the risks, let me explain it further. Your customer is risk averse or your sponsor, and you have one, two, three, 300 risks in your project. So still, for some of the risks, you will be avoiding. And on the other hand, your customer or sponsor or top management is a risk seeker. And you have 300 risks. still you will be using avoiding. So that is not on the basis of risk seeker or risk averse, right? Server, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So mitigate means decrease the chances of happening, or decrease the impact, or decrease both. That is called as risk mitigation. Transfer, if we give our risk to someone else, insurance, outsourcing, this is called as transferring your risk to other company. Accept means let it happen, Allah Kareem, inshallah. Keep some reserves aside or no action at all, assuming that this risk will not happen, or if it happens, it will give us enough response time at that time, at the run time, to let us think at that time what to do. So this is called as risk acceptance. Similarly, for the positive risk, there are some strategies, responses. Once again, escalate was there for threats also. Escalate can be there for opportunities also. In avoid, we wanted to kill that risk. In opportunities, we want, or exploit, we want to make sure that this risk happens actually. So we convert the half chances into full chances. For example, very interesting example, a relevant example. Just few weeks ago, one of my student, he said, I want to attend your RMP course. Right? As I told you, my last course was 3 years ago. And so in between, whoever has done my RMP courses, they have done through recordings only. So just 2 weeks ago, he contacted me. He said, I want to do RMP. I said, my course is starting from this date. He said, no, I cannot wait for that. I need immediately, because there is a position of risk manager in my company, and I have to do RMP immediately in order to get that. Right? So this is an example of exploiting an opportunity, converting half chances into full chances. Enhance, on the negative side, it was mitigate, means reduce the probability or reduce the impact, or both. Here it is increase the probability or increase the impact or increase the both. Sharing, on the negative side, we had transfer, outsourcing. In positive side, we say if there is any opportunity, we cannot handle it alone. We would like to make partnerships. We may like to make consortiums, joint ventures. So this is the concept of sharing an opportunity. Except is same, that if we say let it happen, we will see at runtime how to handle that positive risk. So these are some things that we can do about risk, identified risk. Question number 5, did it work? So when we say did it work, we continuously monitor what happened out of what we anticipated or missed. When we say anticipated means it is there in your risk register. So if something happens out of risk register, then we handle it from contingency reserves. We have discussed it already in PMP. Or missed means something happened which was not there in the risk register. We did not anticipate it. So these are called as what? Very famous term. I told you already multiple times in PMP. What it is called as? Unknowns. Unknowns. So known unknowns are handled through contingency reserves. Unknown unknowns are handled through management reserves. So this is what we do here. What plans were made, worked or not, or we had to do something more than what we planned. So we have to find out that as well. Was the impact closer to what we anticipated? Were people aware what they need to do in case of any risk actually converts into reality? So this is also we need to do in our project. Last question, what changed since we looked or assessed last time on our project? So are there any new risks? So during execution, it is possible that now we have more resources or more time or more knowledge or more interest maybe. We can identify more risks. So whenever we identify more risks, we should reevaluate and replan if required. Any probabilities or impacts changed recently due to new conditions. So remember, it is possible, let's say when we started the project of, let's say it was 12 months duration project. In the beginning, a risk of 5 days was a very low impact for us, as an example. Now let's say only 30 days are remaining. Now our risk of 5 days is a huge thing for us, very high impact for us. So this is the concept that with the passage of time, maybe some risks may change probabilities or impacts or both. So we need to reassess on regular basis during execution under monitoring and control. When execution is going on, in parallel, monitoring and controlling is also going on. Are there any change requests? So if there is any new scope added, if the time is reduced, if the cost is reduced, there could be new risks. So this is what we need to do. And there are two terms here, residual risk. Residual risk means after we have applied all the risk responses, still there is some damage. Right? For example, there is a fire, we have fire extinguishers also, we have controlled the fire, still there is some damage. So this is the concept of residual risks. Then there is a concept of secondary risks. Secondary risk means this risk was not there before, but because a very easy example I will give to you. Let's say you have a computer room, server room. And within that computer server room, you have installed firefighting equipment, which includes smoke detectors also, alarms also, fire alarms, and water sprinklers also. In case there is a fire, smoke detector will trigger that and water sprinklers will start sprinkling water.
Sir, it's not recommended in server water system.
This is what I am coming to. No? You killed my story, my example itself. Okay, so what we do, or what was the point I was going to raise here, that water sprinklers will damage the servers itself. So this risk was not there before. What was the original risk? Fire. Because of the responses implemented for fire handling, there is a new risk, that is water may damage your servers or may damage the important documents. So this is an example of secondary risk. Right, server? I just was giving example or concept only, right? This is the scenario.
Yes, sir.
So this is a concept of secondary risk, that this risk was not there before, but because of implementing another risk response, this new risk has arisen. Results of project risk management. Good project risk management often goes unnoticed like a smooth flight. Right? If the flight is smooth, no one will notice anything. So if the project is going smoothly, no one will notice anything. But these smooth flights or smooth projects, well-run projects appear to be almost effortless, but a lot of work goes in the back end when running the project well. And the good risk management is reflected in your KPIs also. We already know the concept of CPI and SPI. So if we say we have done perfect risk management, that means our CPI shall be 1 and SPI shall be 1, on schedule, on budget. If we say we have done good risk management, that means our CPI and SPI shall be close to 1, something like between 0.9 to 1.1. If we say we have done a bad risk management, that means our CPI and SPI could be far away from 1. Right? So this is how we can judge that have we done, or what kind of risk management we have done. Is it good or bad or perfect? Any question or confusion up till this point? Okay, so exam certification wise, I have explained to you. Contents wise, I have explained to you. Now I just have maybe 18 questions, I think. Sample questions I will show to you, and then I am done. Then I will just show you the schedule and fees price structure again. So maybe another 30-40 minutes required. Question number 1. A newly hired risk management manager has developed the organization risk management plan. The CEO disapproves the plan and informs the risk manager that organization can tolerate additional cost but will not tolerate any risks on quality. What should the risk manager do? So what do you suggest?
Sir, answer could be A.
I think sir B or D.
So we just discussed the concept of risk appetite, risk threshold, and risk appetite, risk threshold, risk seeker, risk averse. These things come from top management, sponsor, customer, top management. So if they are saying, or CEO is saying, we can afford additional cost, that means I am flexible on risks on the cost. But I am risk averse on quality. So as a project manager, will you or shall you reject this or accept this or consider this? Of course, you have to consider it. A is the right answer. Align the risk management plan to organization's thresholds. A is the right answer. Question number 2. What are the supporting elements for effective risk management?
C.
This could be a D.
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 So this approach will help you in PMP also, RMP also. Remember, you will find some partial problems with the few options. or with three options. So do you see anything wrong with option A? Anyone? Do you see anything wrong with option A? Matrix organization. It's not necessary all the time you are working, or for risk management only it will work if you are working in matrix organization. No, right? So that is why A is out. Functional organization. This is not mandatory, right? Rigid risk management. Rigid means not flexible. So your risk management strategy should not be rigid. It should be flexible. So B is out. So C, qualified people, supportive organization. You need support from the organization and a simple scalable process which can be fine-tuned, adjusted to handle according to the size of the project. So C is the right answer. Question number 3, which of the following templates would be most appropriate to include in a risk management plan? Remember, everyone who has attended my PMP course knows the difference between high-level planning and detailed planning. Risk management plan is produced as a result of high-level planning. Answer it now.
A answer.
A. Right.
Yes, you are right. A is the right answer. Question number 4, the project manager needs to create a risk management plan for a high-risk project. The company's senior management does not see value in spending time identifying and documenting low probability risk and asks to skip this and start project immediately. What should the PM do first?
C.
What about others?
Is it B, sir?
C is the best answer. Assess the risk appetite and risk attitude of senior management and develop a risk management plan accordingly. C is the right answer. Question number 5. Project stakeholders have contributed to risk identification process led by the risk manager. As the risk management process continues, they become less involved and start focusing on project activities to ensure there is no schedule slippage. What should the risk manager do?
C is the answer.
What about others?
C. C.
C is the right answer. Yes, you are right.
Okay.
Question number 6. A risk manager works with the project team, senior management team, subject matter experts, and other stakeholders to identify the project risk. Which of the following can be used to identify risks based on project objectives by category.
B.
Affinity diagram.
Risk breakdown structure is the categorization of risk. Question number 7, a risk manager has suggested that the project team copy the risk triggers and thresholds from a past project. What must the risk manager be sure is clearly understood by the team prior to commencing this exercise?
B.
आजम लगता है काफी तैयारी कर रहे हैं आजकल आरएमपी की, या अभी ताज़ा पीएमपी दी है।
बस सर पीएमपी किए हुए तो साल आई हैव डन पीएमपी लास्ट ईयर एंड थिंकिंग टू अपियर फॉर आरएमपी इंशाल्लाह इन द स्टार्ट ऑफ द नेक्स्ट ईयर।
Inshallah, inshallah. So it looks like you have done a good study or revision of RMP. Yes, your answer is right.
थैंक
B
यू
is the
सर।
right answer. Copied risk triggers and threshold should be relevant and applicable to the current project. Question number 8, a stakeholder is assigned as a risk owner for an identified risk. The stakeholder is unfamiliar with risk management and the role of a risk owner. The risk manager meets with the stakeholder to coach and mentor them on risk management. How should the risk manager describe the role of a risk owner?
ए।
Okay, meanwhile, someone asked for the recording in the chat. So, as actually it happens that hundreds of people actually request to attend the seminar, but out of that, very few actually come, right? So it is not possible for me to send the recording to everyone who requested. So maybe tomorrow you can just send me a message on my WhatsApp, right? From the same number, on the same number from which you received the Zoom invitation. I will write it here again: 966548582754, and with the request only WhatsApp messages, no calls, please. Right? So just send me a request that share the recording. I will share the recording and the PDF of this seminar with you, right? But tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, yes, you are right. Risk owners are responsible and accountable for managing the risk. So we are on question number 9. Total questions are 18. So you can expect that we will be finished in like another 15-20 minutes, inshallah. We'll be done. A risk manager assessed all project risk and the team is now identifying common groupings of risk. What tool or technique is used to perform the risk assessment? Other than Azam. Azam, give chance to others now.
See,
ओके सर।
Because maybe because of you are answering it first, so everyone has, I think, assumed that okay, he will answer, so we will relax.
Yeah, because Azam is always right, na?
Sir, B.
risk register.
Keyword is common groupings.
B.
Now, Azam, you can answer.
सर ए।
A is the right answer. Risk breakdown structure. Common groupings, categorization.
हाँ भाई
Question number
जान लो।
10. Yes, you're saying something? Okay, question number 10. Which is the process that the risk manager performs to prioritize the individual project risk for further analysis or action by assessing their probability of occurrence and impact as well as other characteristics?
D.
A.
So in which process we assess the probability and impact? Very high or medium or low or very low? Yes, Azam.
Sir,
Quantitative
B,
analysis.
qualitative.
Qualitative analysis. So B is the right answer. Question number 11. A project team has decided to purchase off-the-shelf software for part of the project, but there is a risk that the software will need to be customized. The software costs $600,000 and customization would cost an additional $200,000. There is a 60% chance that the engineers will need to perform customization. What is the expected monetary value of the risk?
D.
So how we calculate the EMV? By adding all the cost plus all the risk. So how much is the cost? 600,000 plus risk is 60% of 200,000. So it will become 720,000 in total.
Sir, I have a question in this.
Yes, please.
Why we didn't add 60 with 20, 60 plus 20? Why we didn't add both?
Where is 20?
60 lakh and 20,000. We must add both of them. Then we have to multiply it with
No, no, no,
60%.
no, 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 no.
Okay, okay.
First, you will purchase the software, right? After that, 60% chances it will need customization. So there is no uncertainty about 600,000, right? So either you will purchase or you will not purchase. It's not saying that maybe 30% chances you will purchase. You will purchase. If you purchase, then 60% chances 200,000 will be spent. So that's why we are only applying the probability on this 200,000, not 600,000. Clear? Azam?
Yes, sir, clear, clear.
Question number 12. A project manager learned that, let me remove this drawing. A project manager learned that the project deliverables will not meet the quality requirements unless a change is made to a component after issuing a formal change request. The project manager emailed details of the change to all the stakeholders. Most stakeholders received the information promptly and were fully aware of the change. However, the project manager found out that some stakeholders did not receive the email or did not read it. What could the PM have done to prevent this?
Can I answer?
Let's wait for some others to answer then. आप सर जल्दी जल्दी आंसर करते जाएंगे तो हम 5 मिनट में सेशन खत्म कर लेंगे फिर मेरा स्क्रिप्ट खराब हो जाएगा Yes,
A.
please. A. Yes,
A.
Azam.
B, sir.
Yes, sir. A, sir.
A is the right answer.
Sorry,
Reviewed
A.
the communication management plan because it is possible that some of the stakeholders they clearly told that we do not communicate through emails. You have to come to us or you have to send us WhatsApp message or it could be something else other than email. Question number 13. What is the purpose of mitigating negative risk as a part of risk response process?
B, sir.
B, sir.
Yes, you are right. B is the right answer. Question number 14. Some of the project's materials have been ordered from overseas. The supplier notifies the project team that the materials will not reach the site on time due to a custom clearance delay that will affect the critical path. What should the PM do first?
B.
B, sir.
B.
B.
Yes, you are right. B is the right answer. Question number 15. During the development phase of a construction project, key stakeholders approved a project budget. The risk management team identified the risk and appropriate risk responses. However, during project execution, an unexpected local health emergency halted and delayed work on the project. This event type was not identified as a risk or listed in the risk register. The team decides that this issue must be mitigated, which would incur additional cost. How should the risk manager address this unforeseen budgetary overrun?
C,
A, sir.
C, sir.
C, sir.
Azam, what is your answer?
D.
C.
And who said A?
I, sir. Saji.
Saji. Saji, can you explain your answer, please?
Because it's a unknown.
Very good. Unknown. So for unknown unknowns, we handle through management reserves. Question number 16. While preparing for a project review meeting with with leadership, the project team analyzes and checks its scope, activities, and discovers missing requirements. The project risk manager decides to hire a subcontractor to fulfill these newly discovered requirements. What risk strategy did the risk manager use?
Transfer.
B.
B.
Yes, you are right. Transfer is the right answer. When we outsource, it is transfer.
Also.
Question number 17. While monitoring project risk for a large scale construction project, the project team identifies that several events have caused the scope, schedule, and cost to increase substantially. This increase has a substantial impact on the project. What outputs must be updated or created to address the identified risks and their potential impacts on the project?
C,
My answer is B.
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 B is the right
B,
answer.
B, B, B.
Question number 18, last question. Which of the following demonstrates that a company's risk management process is successful?
C, sir.
C.
B,
Yes,
sir.
you're right. C is the right
C.
answer. C is the right answer. Profitability has increased due to risk management strategies. So that was my presentation. This is the schedule. It will be Friday, Saturday. In the flyer, there's a mistake. It's written as 14th November Friday, but actually it's 15th November Friday. So Friday, Saturday, 3 weekends, inshallah. Overall 6 classes. Fee once again, if someone has missed it earlier, 400 reals without any discussion, please. I have already requested. I do not like to discuss the fee, especially from my existing students, right? So special request from my existing students, do not even request me to reduce even 1 real, right? So simply fixed fee, right? 400 if you pay in Pakistani bank account, 600 if you pay in KSA Saudi bank account. In case you want to get it reimbursed from the company, it's better you pay in Saudi bank account, because in that case we will be able to give you a VAT invoice. So for the reimbursements, VAT invoice will be required. It depends upon your company, but mostly this is how it is. So if you want to reimbursement from your company, better pay in Saudi bank. Otherwise, you can pay in Pakistani bank. If you are not from Pakistan, you will find any Pakistani friend in your company. Just request him to transfer the fee. So that is still manageable even if you are from India. If you are from India, please do not send to my Pakistani bank account. I will be in trouble. Okay. So if you are registering as a group of 4 or above, so then discounted fee is 250 reals per person, and if you pay in Pakistan Saudi bank account, it will be 375 reals per person. For KEF members, you can discuss with me separately. For you, there will be a special pricing depending upon how many people are willing from your forum. And for registration, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Now, any question, if anyone wants to leave, no problem. Anyone wants to stay, you can stay and keep on asking questions from me. And in case you want recording or copy of the presentation, tomorrow you can just send me a message on this number. I will share with you, inshallah. So, anyone wants to leave, no problem. See you in future, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Anyone wants to stay, most welcome. Questions?
Sir, first of all, Assalamu alaikum. What is the
Assalamu alaikum.
KEF? KEF stands for, sir? Here.
Yes, server, please tell us what is KEF.
The Kerala Engineers Forum.
So
Okay.
Kerala Engineers Forum, this is KEF, right?
Okay. So we can develop some other forums as well, it means.
Yes, it's up to see. I always and in fact I have a complaint. I am from Pakistan. I have requested so many societies that I am serving Alhamdulillah so many other nationalities. I am giving very subsidized pricing to Filipino institutes, to Indian institutes, but Pakistani institutes or societies, I said I'm willing to give free trainings. Still, no one is taking benefit from me. So yes, you can arrange societies or forums or anyone. I will be happy to serve you.
Okay, so thank you. The other question,
Welcome.
sir, I'm sorry that I joined late. I was late in the office today. Uh, what is the book that is recommended for this course?
As I mentioned before, you can watch it again in the recording also. This course, this RMP certification is much easier than PMP,
Okay.
right? So maybe only my slides will be enough, or maybe Rita guideline. Rita has a book of PMP also, Rita has a book of RMP also. So that is
Okay.
also a nice, helpful book, but not sure if it is updated recently or not. But whatever is the last version, that will be good enough. And plus, Abdullah Kuwaiti also has a very nice book on RMP.
Abdullah Kuwaiti.
Yeah.
Sir, regarding the book of Rita, can we have a PDF
Yeah,
document
I
for
will
that?
share during the course, inshallah. But as I
Okay.
told you, it might be not a latest version. Means the latest
Okay.
version, it is not released by Rita itself, maybe.
Okay. One more question is that we have a risk management chapter in in the RETA for PMP, right?
Yeah.
So, is it a small portion of that, or is that enough?
You can say, no, that is, you can say in the same concepts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but
Yes.
we are zooming in the RMP,
Okay. All right. Good.
right?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
this detail.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Sir,
assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jahangir with you. Thank you very much for
Yeah, welcome.
providing the detail. Just one thing. Somebody here known to you, we can give him the cash. We are in Jubail. Actually, I am from
How
India.
many people?
I'm alone, so because transferring in the account will be difficult, as you mentioned also. So if I
See,
can,
if only one person, it doesn't look nice that I request someone to go and collect. Yeah,
in
maybe I
Jubail.
will find, but you if you find some Pakistani friend, he can transfer to my Pakistani account. That will be much better. But if there is a group, then it could be worth that I say someone or I tell you that go to the mom and give it to this person. That is possible. I have a student or friend in the mom, but not in Jubail.
So anyone guys here available in Jubail, we can collect and then.
Just find any Pakistani friend around you in your company, in your circle. He will
Hmm.
transfer on your behalf. No problem.
Okay, another thing.
Yeah.
There is a from PMI also for the this RMP course. So that PDF also you will provide.
No.
So
See, that RMP course, maybe you can check the pricing also. And they are charging per student for that presentation itself. And that fee itself is much more than what I am charging to you, right? So that is not included.
okay. So okay. Uh, and this material when we can get it, the study material question.
During the training, inshallah.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome. Welcome. Any other question, please?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome, Janab.
Sir, just I'm asking one, but till now I didn't doing PMP, sir. Right now I attempt for this RMS, RMP.
Right.
This, and suppose inshallah, I already sent message you told me inshallah January you are going to be start PMP. Suppose I
Inshallah.
will appear January, I will complete inshallah that PMP. After I can use this 30 PDU for renewal in future. If it is possible, sir, for this RMP.
You can discuss with me on WhatsApp about that. I will guide you.
Okay, sir.
Any other question from anyone?
Sir,
Yes,
I
please.
have a few more questions.
Yeah.
Number one is we will be having 30 PDUs for this to be added, right? In the
See,
in
actually,
our PM.
there is a restriction from PMI. If you have 4 years degree, then 30 PDUs are enough for you
Okay.
to apply for RMP exam. If you are 15-year education, 3 years degree, bachelor degree holder or diploma holder, then you need 40 PDUs. So
All right.
what I can do or what I will do that I will issue 40 PDU certificate to everyone instead of s- saying that okay you are 3-year degree holder for you 40 PDUs for you 30 PDUs. So I will
Mhm.
give 40 PDUs to everyone.
And sir, for the renewal of our PMP certification, we need 60 PDUs. So it will be 40 PDUs, right?
Yeah,
From this.
yeah. So if
And
you have
okay,
attended any other course like my Primavera or anyone else,
P6, yes,
so 20 PDUs from there, 40 from there, 60 will be enough to
will
renew.
complete it. Completed, but it will be used after 3 years, sir. Right?
No, no,
Not now. Even if I
no, no.
complete it now, it will be activated
Whenever you
after
have 60 PDUs completed,
yeah.
a renewal link will be enabled.
Okay.
You can make the payment $150 as a non-member or $60 as a member, and you will get 3 years added in your expiry.
Okay, but my question is because my 3 years is not yet complete. I
Doesn't
only
matter.
did
Doesn't
PMP
matter.
last year. So if I complete my 60 PDUs by now,
When is your 3 year cycle completing?
it is in 2026
2026. So let's say
September.
tomorrow you add 60 PDUs and make the payment. It will be extended to 2029.
Okay. All right. All right, sir.
Right?
So this is clear now. The other question was about because my registration to the PMP membership was expired. My membership was expired. So should I renew my membership for this exam, or it would be better to we can have a better. I'm not sure about the fees for the risk management professional exam from the PMP. So
You
what will
can, maybe you missed that part. Tomorrow you can request me. I will share the slides. It's written
okay?
there, the pricing.
All right. All right. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Yeah,
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
Yeah, welcome. Any other question from anyone?
सर पीएमपी की क्लासें कब लेंगे सर?
पीएमपी की क्लासें मैं इंशाल्लाह देखिए मेरा 3-4 महीने के बाद होता है कोर्स। अभी मेरा सितंबर
ठीक है।
अक्टूबर में हुआ है। तो नेक्स्ट जो है
ओके।
इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है जनवरी में होगा। ठीक है। कोई वादा कमिटमेंट नहीं है,
बेहतर।
लेकिन उम्मीद है,
ठीक है।
ख्वाहिश है जनवरी में होगा। जनवरी में कोई और मसरूफियत निकल आए, कोई और ट्रेनिंग आ जाए, ठीक है, तो मैं उसके बारे में कुछ कह नहीं सकता, लेकिन चांसेस यही होते हैं कि हर 3 to 4 मंथ्स में मैं करता हूँ इंशाल्लाह। अगर जल्दी है आपको तो
ओके।
आप रिकॉर्डिंग से कर लें। ठीक है। उसमें आप मुझे एक व्हाट्सएप मैसेज कर दें। मैं आपको पिछला जो कोर्स हुआ है ना उसका डे 1 की रिकॉर्डिंग भेज दूंगा। यही अंदाज होता है।
बेहतर।
पूछते पूछते चलते हैं हम आगे, डिस्कस करते करते। तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप ये समझें, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोगों का कंसर्न ये होता है कि लाइव में क्वेश्चनिंग करेंगे मैं, रिकॉर्डिंग में पता नहीं समझ आएगी कि नहीं आएगी। तो आप मेरे से व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज कर दें, मैं आपको एक रिकॉर्डिंग लेक्चर भेज दूंगा डे 1 का। टोटल 8 लेक्चर्स हैं।
बेहतर।
अगर आपको लगे कि डे 1
ठीक
से
है।
ही आपको समझ आ गई है डे 1 के टॉपिक्स, और दूसरे लोगों की क्वेश्चनिंग से ही आपको समझ आ गई है, तो इसका मतलब है बाकी कोर्स भी इसी तरह से आप कर सकते हैं, तो आपके 2-3 महीने बच जाएंगे। वरना जनवरी का वेट कर लें,
बेहतर है।
आपकी मर्जी है।
बेहतर ठीक हो गया। तो ओके। ओके। तो उसकी फीस चार्जेस कुछ अभी बताएंगे या मैं व्हाट्सएप पे
अभी
मैसेज करूँ?
पूछ लें, वो मेरे स्टैंडर्ड हैं, सबको ही पता है। 720 रियाल अगर पाकिस्तान में पे करें, 900 रियाल अगर सऊदी बैंक में पे करें।
तो तैबी वाला सिस्टम नहीं है आपके पास?
नहीं, मेरे पास नहीं है। हाँ, मेरे पास ये सिस्टम है, वो MLM वाला। 5 बंदे लेके आए आप फ्री,
ठीक
वो
है।
वाला सिस्टम है मेरे पास।
माशाल्लाह सही है। बेहतर हो गया सर। ठीक है, मैं इंशाल्लाह आपको कल व्हाट्सअप करता हूँ।
हाँ,
तो
अगर
मुझे
3 या 3 से
लेक्चर।
ज्यादा ग्रुप हैं तो उस पर 25% मजीद डिस्काउंट है, वो तकरीबन 480 रियाल पर पर्सन बनता है। ठीक है, अगर आप पाकिस्तानी बैंक में पे करें 3 या 3 से ज्यादा।
सही।
ठीक है। तो वो डिस्काउंट्स मेरी हर फ्लायर पे लिखी होती हैं, स्टैंडर्ड ही हैं। ठीक है।
बेहतर बेहतर।
तो अगर सर मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि ये जो
जी जी
एग्जाम होता है जब हम अप्लाई करते हैं इसकी एप्लीकेशन हमारी एक्सेप्ट होने में कितना अप्रोक्सीमेट इसका टाइम लगता है और कितना ड्यूरेशन होता है अटेम्प्ट करने के लिए एग्जाम
देखिए, अटेम्प्ट तो
अप्रोक्सीमेटली
1 साल होती है। अटेम्प्ट करने का आपको एप्लीकेशन अप्रूवल जब भी आ जाएगी 1 साल होगा। 1 साल के अंदर आपने पहली, दूसरी, तीसरी अटेम्प्ट देनी होती है। ये पीएमपी और आरएमपी दोनों का सेम है।
और
जहाँ तक एप्लीकेशन है, वो आप लॉगिन बनाएंगे, एप्लीकेशन फिल करेंगे, आप आधी आज फिल कर लें, आधी कल कर लें, आधी अगले हफ्ते कर लें, जितना मर्जी टाइम लगाएं आप, वो आपके लॉगिन में सेव रहेगी। जिस दिन आप सबमिट करेंगे उससे आगे 5 बिजनेस डेज, जो कि 7, 8, 9, 10 कैलेंडर डेज बन सकते हैं अगर बीच में छुट्टियां आ गई तो वो 8-10 दिन में आपको पीएमआई की तरफ से जवाब आ जाएगा कि हमने आपकी एप्लीकेशन रिव्यू की है, हमें मंजूर है, तब भी बता देंगे, अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्शन है तब भी बता देंगे, लेकिन 7-8 दिन के बाद अगर आपकी ऑडिट में आ गई तो फिर उसी दिन बता देंगे जिस दिन आपने सबमिट की। ठीक है। तो वो जो है आप जो है उसमें अगर ऑडिट में आ गई तो फिर वो आपके ऊपर है कि आप एक्सपीरियंस लेटर्स देने होते हैं, एजुकेशन डिग्री देनी होती है। तो जब भी आप ऑडिट का रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे तब भी वो 5 बिजनेस डेज लेंगे। अगर ऑडिट में नहीं आया तब भी 5 बिजनेस डेज देंगे। तो जब भी आप सबमिट करेंगे अपनी एप्लीकेशन या ऑडिट का जवाब, विद इन 5 बिजनेस डेज दे विल रिप्लाई, एंड वंस दे अप्रूव इट, द रिप्लाई कुड बी अप्रूवल ऑल्सो, दैट yes we have reviewed your application, it is approved, now you can pay your exam fee। तो वहां से उस ईमेल से 1 साल आपका स्टार्ट हो गया। आप चाहे फीस जो है ना 10वें महीने में जाके पे करें, तो अगर आप 10वें महीने में पे करेंगे तब आपके पास 2 महीने रह गए हैं। ठीक हो गया? क्लियर है?
सही सही सर, एग्जाम फीस कितनी अप्रोक्सीमेटली, जैसे पीएमपी
वो
की
मैंने
450
स्लाइड
का?
पे मैंने शुरू में लिखा हुआ है, आपने शायद मिस कर दिया। आप मुझे मॉर्निंग में मैसेज कर दीजिएगा, मैं स्लाइड शेयर कर दूंगा, रिकॉर्डिंग भी शेयर कर दूँ। ठीक है
सर
आजम सरवर, आप भी जो है वो लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप मैसेज कर दीजिएगा, मैं शेयर कर दूंगा।
चलें ठीक है। और रीटा मिल के सर रिस्क मैनेजमेंट से रिलेटेड बुक चाहिए थी, वो आप मुझसे शेयर कर देंगे व्हाट्सएप पे? वो मैं आपको मैसेज कर
जी वो
दूंगा
आप
कल।
मुझे कर दीजिएगा ना, मुझे चैट
चलें
पढ़ के
ठीक।
अंदाजा होगा ना कि आप हैं कौन। आपसे मेरी बात, और क्या पता मेरी आपसे लड़ाई हुई हो। ठीक
नहीं
है, तो वो
नहीं सर,
चैट
मैं
पढ़ के
आपको
मुझे पता
जानता
चलेगा।
हूँ, नहीं नहीं मैं आपको जानता हूँ। सज्जाद करीम साहब थे हमारे एशियन
अच्छा।
कंसल्टेंट में। आप मेरे
ठीक है।
ख्याल उनके क्लास फेलो हैं, तो उन्होंने मुझे रिकमेंड किया था आपसे वैसे ही सेशन लेने के लिए। तो आपका जिक्र हुआ था उनसे।
सही सही, ठीक हो।
ओके सर, ओके, आई विल मैसेज।
इंशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह, वेलकम वेलकम।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
वेलकम। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनीवन? If no question, can we close the session?
Thank you, sir.
Just one thing.
Yeah, please.
Share the this Pakistan account detail. How we will share it, send the money?
Send me a message,
Huh,
and
huh.
in response to message, I will send you the Pakistani bank account or Saudi bank account, whatever you will request.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, I think that's it. See you in future, inshallah. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम सलाम सर, गॉड ब्लेस यू टू। अल्लाह हाफिज।
Allah
थैंक
Hafiz.
यू। अल्लाह हाफिज़, अल्लाह हाफिज़।
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.